Today's shirt is brought to you by Mad Scientist. Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we're playing some Jeskai control in standard. So having access to red is really nice with this control deck. I think Lightning Helix is really good against all those mono red decks. Being able to gain life is really important. I like all the flexibility ill-timed explosion offers. If you just want to draw a couple cards, you can, but if you need to sweep the board, that is available. We are playing one Zurgo and Ojitai, just a nice finisher to put the game away, give you a bunch of card advantage. And we have a couple of these Steaming Saunas, which is also really good at just controlling the board, drawing you a bunch of extra cards, and lastly, one Chandra Hope's Beacon. The Silicrum is kind of a pet card I just like to put in control decks. I love being able to ramp, block, and draw a card with it. And we have several ways to end the game with Zurgo, Chandra, Elspeth, and Jace. So we're not playing like an super anti-mono red list, but it's more balanced to kind of just be good against all the decks in standard. So with that being said, Jeskai control! I think this hand is fine. I think it's just fine. Okay, and if it's rabbits, then I think it's pretty good. As long as we can get to this ill-timed explosion. I mean, I need lands, but this is definitely something I wouldn't mind keeping. But since I'm so short on lands, I'm just going to put that in the graveyard. This game's going to be all about just getting to that fourth land, playing ill-timed explosion to sweep the board. And now we can hold up a Normalize or just go ahead and Lightning Helix the Quest Caller. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and Lightning Helix here. This is gonna hit us for 3. But this kind of means, okay, well great, we hit that land. So we're probably going to use a Normalize here if it's a Knight Errant. But if they just... That's the only thing I would want to counter here. I think if they just dump their hand, then that's great. We're just going to sweep it up next turn. Okay. And that's kind of how this rabbit deck always plays out is, you know, they have to apply as much pressure as possible, but if they apply too much, then a sweeper just ends the game for them. Looks like they're going to play something else. I don't know. It might just be a Convoke. Okay. I mean, they could still Convoke here, so I'm not going to counter it. Just going to take some fat damage. Probably get rid of Jace, I think, and 3 steps ahead. Or maybe Normalize. Jason Normalize. We could have countered this, but I mean, like I said, I was kind of afraid of them Convoking. I don't have double white for Elspeth, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we just pass. I mean, I might have to Lightning Helix one of these. Might even just... I could use... If they play stuff before combat, I wouldn't mind Fountain Port to block one of them. So I might just counter draw here. I think I like that. Just gonna say, try to find a temporary lockdown. That might be kind of nice. Seems like Zerga is actually the worst card in my hand right now. I want to Lightning Helix this, and then I might just have to go ahead and Lightning Helix here. I think I'm fine with it. Like, if my play is just to play Elspeth next turn, I think that's fine. Well, now I wish I didn't. Now we actually probably... No, we're not dead. Actually, a Plains was probably a good draw, because now I can get lost. I can get lost this thing. That actually might just save us the game. And they pretty much have to be all in at this point. We're gonna get to use some map tokens, unfortunately. I gotta find a sweeper. A lot of sweepers in our deck. This is such a good matchup for us, too. This is like our best matchup. Hello. That's pretty lucky. And a temporary lockdown should just be the icing on the cake. Sure. Only sucks now is they're not going to play both cards, but I think it's fine. I'm not too worried about this being coming in as a 1/1. Let's use one of the fountain ports. And I can still counter draw here too, which I think I might. All right, another sweeper. I don't think they can. I don't think they can beat this. I don't think they're gonna win. I'm just gonna try to end this game as quickly as possible. I'm just gonna jack this guy up. All right, GG's. That was a close one, actually. We got pretty lucky on that last sweeper. All right, I go first. I like this hand. Start off with an archive, and I definitely don't want more lands at this point. Want some sweepers. Ooh, mono red, our arch nemesis. Probably just gonna counter the next couple things they do here. Unless they throw a bunch of pump on the Swift Spear. Yeah, I guess we're gonna kill this, and hopefully they don't have a Manifest Dread card, but it kind of feels like they do. Okay. Heartfire Hero? No. That's a great draw. That is a great draw. I guess we'll just play the anchorage here. All right, well now if they don't have any more creatures, I don't I don't see how they can win this game. I guess we should just play an untapped land so we can double No More Lies. Wow, they have a bunch of lands and probably a bunch of pump in their hand, and they just drew the Screaming Nemesis. I don't know why people always like keep reading the map tokens and like, oh, only has a sorcery? All right, I'll just keep it deduce since we need to kind of draw some cards. All right. No More Lies is generally pretty good against mono red, but they have had so many lands. A lightning strike. Like, I don't think this No More Lies is going to get any better, to be honest, so might as well just prevent 3 damage. And I would like to sweep up this Emberheart Challenger with the temporary lockdown. Okay, I'm happy they didn't play Pump, actually, because I was pretty much bluffing of having something. Okay, that's a good draw. Maybe they just have burn spells in their hand. Okay, at least we drew spells and not lands. I feel like they're gonna have some burn to just throw at my face. I need to draw Elspeth. Well, if they play another creature, it's definitely gonna get lost. And I probably just should start attacking with the anchorage at this point. Actually, I would just draw 2 cards. Helix is good. Yeah, we'll eat the burn. Another Swift Spear. You got to go for it. A Burst Lightning. This Lightning Helix is pretty huge, though. I think I might deduce in case I hit a land, which I do. Put a land in the graveyard. I'm looking for planeswalkers. That's really all I'm looking for at this point. I'm just looking to end this game. We still have the anchorage. I haven't been attacking with it because I want to draw cards and be able to counter something. But next turn, it might be time to... I keep saying that, but then I keep drawing ill-timed explosions, and then I just want to draw more cards. Eventually, we're going to hit Elspeth, Chase, Chandra. I think we're just going to counter draw. I mean, they could have like 2 lightning strikes in their hand. All right. So I've used... Is it just 1 3 steps? Alright, so going to 4 is a bit of a dangerous life total. I could most certainly just die here. But I guess I have a Normalize to counter a, if they have another Burst Lightning. Higher Claw. I mean, really, I want to block here. Because I'll probably just use Sunfall. I need more life gain. Let's try to find a Lightning Helix. We've drawn so many cards. We have drawn so many cards, and there's still 3 Lightning Helix in my deck. Like, where are those? Going for Zergo. Give me a Lightning Helix. There it is. Alright. We drew so many cards. GG's. I like this. I guess it's a little awkward though, like with the Spire Bluff Canals. I guess I need to play an Anchorage so I can play a Canal next turn and then have no more lies available. Like, obviously I would like to start off with the Thundering Falls, but I think I have to do it the other way. I want to make sure I can no more lies on my second turn, since that is when this card is at its best, is on your when you pass after turn 2. Okay. We need sweepers. If it's like white enchantments, red-white enchantments. Emberheart can go. It's possible I want to go ahead and use this Get Lost to play around their hexproof stuff. I kind of like a No More Lies though instead. I mean, I need a double white for when I do draw a sweeper, but I guess there's ill-timed as well. If they don't hit another land drop, that's pretty huge. Alright, that's great. And there's double white. I'm actually going to play this so I can drop some deuces. Monstrous Rage. Okay. They definitely have like the hexproof thing. I mean, I'm gonna play around it. We'll get lost if they don't do anything else, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. We could just normalize it then. I want them to do this in their upkeep, though. That's when they can make the decision. Hold on, Auto Tapper. How are you going to tap me for this? I don't want you to screw me over. I know you got it. I know you got it. Alright, shields are down. I mean, I guess if they draw in another land, they could have another Heartfire hero. Or not a Heartfire hero, the Emberheart Challenger. Or they just have nothing, and that's fantastic for us, because now I think I'm just going to play Elspeth and start ticking up. Start gaining some life. Next turn we'll play Zergo. A Demonic Ruckus. Now I kind of don't want to play Zergo. Yeah, it's pretty good though. Just getting this out. And we can probably finish them off pretty quick. We'll leave it out. These matchups, you always leave out Zergo. I'm not going to worry about them having a Sheltered by Ghost. Alright, they have nothing. We're just ending the game. Does a minus kill here? No. Actually, the minus plus Anchorage kills. Right? Yeah, that's it, Xaxes. Alright, GG's. I go first again. Man. I wouldn't keep this if we didn't have this deduce. This hand's pretty risky, honestly. Alright, blue-black. Probably not the best matchup for us. You have something to flash in. Fairy Mastermind. I really need to find a red source is what I need. Yeah, Chandra, I mean, you're good, but what can I do with you right now? Unholy Annex is a huge problem. There's red. And I'm over here gonna play a Jace, because I think that's how we win this game. Just getting lucky with Jace. They're deep in thought. Alright, give me a sweeper, please. Not a sweeper. Yeah, we're in trouble. There's a Sunfall, though. Okay. At least they don't see a sweeper, and maybe like this is like, oh, we can play some more creatures. I assume they would just take a 3 steps here. I mean, they know now if they play a creature, we could counter it, but they don't know there's a Sunfall coming. So if they have counter spells in their hand, it's going to be pretty rough for us. But if Sunfall resolves, then we got a fair shot. If they do nothing this turn, I probably just deduce. That's funny if they take deduce. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I would assume they would attack Jace here too, unless they just have some kind of removal spell for Jace. No. They're going for the kill. I almost want to play like deduce on on their turn, like before their second main phase, so they actually play more stuff. Alright, well I have to counter a Jace. I mean, come on. You can have Jace against a control deck. I mean, I could go ahead and mill them, but let's keep going with it. Hopefully it doesn't. It's definitely putting a lot of pressure on them. Okay, if that's their turn, then I'm very happy with that. I think. Well, we are getting pretty low, but I need to find something else. I guess I die if I don't have an answer for this. Well, they do have the Restless Reef, which is a problem. I guess I have to find a Get Lost. I guess Lightning Helix isn't the worst. That would keep me alive, right? If I plus here, I mean, we're gonna take 2 from this. I guess I'm technically alive. Okay, they didn't attack with the Reef. That's interesting. I mean, I will go to 2 here. Another Annex, though. If they have a counter here, I'm dead. I don't think I could win at this point. We're gonna have to draw. Okay. I mean, that's a start. Might have to play Zergo as a blocker, so I don't... If I play Zergo as a blocker, it's 5 mana, then all I can do is get lost. This is pretty tough spot. Problem is this Restless Reef. That's what's kind of throwing a wrench in things, and they have 2 of them. So it's like I have to play Zergo as a blocker. And I'm sure they have removal spells in their hand. Alright, well that really complicates things too. All they really have to do is activate the Reef. Kill Zergo, sure. Alright, now all they have to do is make a demon. Alright. That was a tough matchup, jeez. That we just can't beat an Unholy Annex. That's the thing. We're just not gonna beat that card. GG's though. Alright, I get to go first, and this hand looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll just play a Canal first. Mono red. Well, at least I have a temporary lockdown. But I only have one white source right now. So there is that. Silicrum can get us that second white on turn 4. I mean, if they play a 2-drop, I counter it. If they pump up the Heartfire Hero, I get lost. That's just kind of what the play is, I think. Oh, well, now they have some hexproof shit. I mean, if I had another white source, I might not counter that. Sunfall's good, I just don't have mana to cast it. I don't know. Maybe I should have kept that. Maybe that's a bad... I will have mana with the Silicrum, but I think we'll lean on this temporary lockdown now. A Ruckus. They definitely have a hexproof card, don't they? They definitely have the Rescue. Alright, which means I will need to temp lockdown, which I hate doing now, because it's going to leave me open for next turn. They 100% have it. Okay, well, if they don't have any more creatures, then that's actually really huge. The greedy play is to play the Sauna. Yeah, fuck it. I like that. Let's get in there. Let's close this game out by burying them in card advantage. Don't hit a creature. Don't hit a creature. Okay, I like that. Alright, get in there. Silicrum. Problem is, when they do draw a creature, they have a way to give it hexproof. Oh, that's huge. So if they play a 2-drop, I can just counter it. Ooh, let's go. GG's.
Hey guys, Siege Rhino here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bah.